Now next, I want to turn to accessibility.
Today I'm here at Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference, and I actually got to sit down with the Director of Accessibility and Global Initiatives, Sarah Herlinger. We spoke on voice control, Zoom on second display, and a multiple of other accessibility-related announcements. At the San Jose Convention Center, Apple has invited over 5,000 developers to partake in keynotes, sessions, audits, and more.
Now, we believe technology is most powerful when everyone can use it.
Among many new accessibility features, one that took center stage this year was voice control. Here's what Sarah Herlinger of Apple had to share about this revolutionary new feature.
Yeah, the idea is that it gives you full control of your iOS device or your Mac using just your voice. And that would involve, elements of navigation, being able to, open apps, to click on links, to move through elements on the screen, and to seamlessly move to things like dictating text.
So we engineer a wide array of assistive technologies into all of our products.
Apple is known for having powerful accessibility options for people with disabilities in their own software. But what about the over 1.7 million apps on Apple's App Store? Whether it was the press-invited keynote, sessions for attendees, or the developers themselves showcasing or auditing their apps, accessibility was a huge topic this year. It wasn't just Apple showing off accessible features. I met up with two WWDC scholarship winners who focused on creating apps that improve the lives of people with disabilities. Zach Knox, a visually impaired developer, made an app that can help others better understand his visual impairment. By using the iPhone or iPad camera, you can see how he sees, with the filters emulating his vision. Beyond that, he added other filters that could help other visually impaired users share their varying ocular disorders. Tell me a little bit about this scholarship program. How did you apply or get chosen to get to come to WWDC and have that expense paid? And what other opportunities come about this? Is there networking opportunities? Is there app funding? How does this all work?
So they have this program. Basically, you have to submit a Swift Playground, which can be run on the iPad or the Mac, showing something interesting, showing some sort of interesting experience. I think they say within 3 minutes to experience, and then you have to, explain what it is, why it's important to you. And I think only 350 people are able to actually go to the conference because of that. I'd say the real challenge is that time limit. This year was only 10 days to build the whole playground. So you have to figure out what you're going to do, start building it, and then submit by the end of the time. And then when you get here, there's a whole bunch of people you get to meet. There's other scholars, others attendees. A lot of the conference, as opposed to just watching the sessions, you can meet all sorts of different people.
Then there is Matt Moss, a 3-time scholarship winner who created apps that focus on not even touching the display of your device. He wants you to interact with his custom web browser or drawing app simply with eye tracking and head movements on Apple's TrueDepth cameras.
And then I also actually got to demo my project for Tim Cook, which was super awesome, and some other Apple executives. So seeing him try out the product is insane.
That's amazing. And you had Tim draw with just using head motion.
Yeah, so my project let you, it basically tracks head movement. As you move your head around, you can paint on an iPad completely hands-free, which is obviously super cool for accessibility.
This year, Apple has continued to support not just users with disabilities, but developers who want to make their apps accessible to those who use their devices differently.
We just view accessibility as a basic human right. We view it as, I guess when we make our products, we love what we make. We love that people love what we make and that they use them all the time. And so our view is that we don't want to know that there's someone out there who can't use our products.
The energy and responses to accessibility here at Apple's WWDC event have been amazing, from developers to staff to even press. If you would like to learn more about Apple's accessibility initiatives, be sure to check out apple.com/accessibility. I hope you could see different today, and I will hear you next time. Bye.
Music, turn up the volume.
All right. So that's voice control. Now it leverages